Hey, welcome to Meal and a Match. I'm Renee Paquette.
I've been told I'm RJ City, and today we are going big.
Oh, we sure are. Big business, big money.
You must be talking about one of the biggest women's wrestlers today, Mercedes Moné.
I've known Mercedes for well over a decade. I've been able to single-handedly watch this woman revolutionize the sport.
Well, the AEW women's division is on fire, and she has done a lot to elevate it.
I hope that she can elevate the food around here, because, buddy, let me tell you. Want to do this?
Yeah.
I am the CEO, Mercedes Moné. I've traveled and trained all over the globe. Lucha, Japanese, technician, high flying. I'm a little bit of everything. That's why I am the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Welcome here to Meal and a Match, Mercedes Moné, our CEO.
Hey.
Thanks for coming to hang out with us.
Yeah, I'm ready to eat. I'm
You
ready to
brought
watch
some
the
good food.
matches. Yes.
Talk to me about what you brought. I mean, you like the finer things in life.
I am. You know, I'm the CEO for a reason. And I'm a huge fan of the Japanese culture. So I brought you the finest food from Japan. Actually, not from Japan, but a nice Japanese restaurant around the corner. We have some tomato crab salad, a little bit of eel. I know that's your favorite, Renee. Some yellowtail with maybe a little bit of truffle on the top. I'm not too sure what this yellow-looking cheese on the side. I don't think it's cheese, but I'll try a little
I'm gonna
sample.
try it.
Hey, let's start there.
see what it
It's a good place
is.
to start.
I'm
Not
glad you guys
cheese.
use chopsticks.
Not cheese at all.
I don't know what it is,
What
but
is
I
that?
like it.
Are you sure it's not cheese?
I think that it's egg.
Let me try another bite.
It seems like it, but I've never seen egg shredded in this consistency.
What? It does taste like egg now.
And it's so good.
I'll tell you what else is good.
What?
Some Joshi wrestling.
Ooh!
You know what I'm talking about?
I love Joshi wrestling.
A little 6-woman tag team action.
Yes.
Back in the day, Double or Nothing, 2019.
The very first Double or Nothing. Let's add a little history context here.
Okay.
After all the success of the very first All In, then we move on to this, May 25th.
This is up your alley.
May 25th,
This isn't,
2019.
what is this? What does this taste like? You know exactly what
All
this
right.
match tastes like. Okay?
Yeah.
We have Ryo Hikaru Shida, Ryo
Ryo
Mizunami,
Mizunami.
against
Emi-
Yuka Sakazaki,
Wow.
Emi Sakura, who has my heart,
Love
and
her.
a woman who has your heart, Asha Kong.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The legend,
Then we know
the
how to-
mother, the greatest. I can't wait to watch that match.
do.
Let's put it on.
Do it. Play, you have
Oh
to
yeah, I
hang
got the
out.
remote. I'm sorry.
Hit play.
Come
You
on,
want to
RJ.
hit the, you want to
Get
hit the
with it.
button? Is it? Am I offering?
Can I? Yeah, let me do
okay.
it.
Well, what if I hold it
Give
and
the
then you
woman the remote.
Just take the remote.
Do you remember actually watching this Double or Nothing? This was the very first one, and this was a moment that to me felt like it was lighting the entire industry on fire.
I mean, we heard the buzz around the world. Of course, I was watching. I was the biggest wrestling fan. And actually, like yesterday, a person came up to me. He's like, "Do you remember watching our Double or Nothing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was tweeting it out. I was tweeting out. I love tag team wrestling because it's the best. And to support something that's so new, to disrupt a whole industry, it's the greatest." So yeah, I was watching.
On a personal note, this was a night that John debuted with AEW.
wow.
God almighty, the roof just came off! John Moxley!
We were living in Vegas at the time, so I was like just down the road, but I couldn't go.
You weren't there. Oh,
I wasn't
we were on the
there.
same team, right? For a little bit. Okay,
Yes,
yeah.
So I was watching from home and like
Were you tweeting out too?
I was tweeting, I was watching, I was doing it all. Like you said, it's like you want to watch these things that inspire everybody around us in this night and with these women. Here's your girl.
Emi Sakura.
Emi is a delight.
Who's been doing this for so long, for over
Yes.
30 years now. It's so crazy.
Do you know who she won her first title from?
Who?
Luna Vachon.
No
Wow.
way.
Wow.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Yes, very
That's
impressive.
amazing.
Yes. Oh, shh. I was just coming.
Here we go.
Quiet, everyone.
Boom. Boom. The queen, the legend. Again, another woman who's been doing this maybe since the late 80s and is still wrestling till this day. It's unbelievable.
So, of course, you spent some time in Japan. You wanted to
did.
go over there. You wanted to learn more about being able to actually execute that style. What were you able to take away from your time in Japan?
I mean, everything. It was legit a dream of mine to be in Japan since I was 13. So to go over there just to adapt more of the style and to learn and to really understand the respect about wrestling. They have such a respect like nobody else in this business. They train multiple times a day. I left Japan just wanting to be the better wrestler than I went into it, you know?
And you did it in such an interesting path where a lot of people might start in Japan to kind of get their feet wet there and then move on to different promotions and what have you, but you did not go that way. You started in a certain promotion, were able to go back to Japan, so it's kind of cool to get back to your roots that way when like you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. I actually got to meet Aja Kong and Manami Toyota, my favorite women wrestling growing up, and they took me to dinner. And I just remember being so emotional. I'm like, I actually get to meet my heroes and talk to them. And we might not have the same language. We got to use Google Translate, but to have that little connection and just to thank them. And after we had a great dinner, we had a lot of sake and, of course, did some karaoke all night long.
This is what I enjoy about the Japanese wrestling. It is very legitimate, it is very credible, but they're never precious about it. Minoru Suzuki, the most legit wrestler in the world, also has matches on a subway train.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. It's so fun. I think that's what's the greatest thing about Japanese wrestling is not just the fighting, the strength. They're so entertaining and funny too.
If you had to wrestle somewhere that wasn't a ring, where would it be?
You know, I was just talking to Rocky the other day about doing something fun that's outside of the ring. I think having a match throughout the whole city of Tokyo would be fun. It doesn't have to be in a wrestling ring. I think just get me on a little...
A real street fight?
A little real street fight on a train, get me off of it, get me into a taxi, and let's just go all around Tokyo.
Isn't there like that Godzilla mouth that you can like
I can jump off that, yeah.
Yes, get all
Get on those little
things.
Mario Karts and, you know.
I've always wanted to do that. Oh my God. When you got to go to Japan, I mean, you talk about the wrestling and how much more respect there is. What was that first experience like for you actually wrestling in front of the Japanese fans?
It was so cool, just the moment that I even got to Japan and switching from the character that I was before in my past and turning into Mercedes Moné. What a perfect place to like start my new career. Because right away, again with the respect, they never called me my other name. They called me Mercedes Moné straight off the back. And right then I was like, okay, you know, I'm starting a new chapter and journey in my life, but they're along for the ride. But to wrestle in front of them, it's such a different experience than American fans. You know, they're not as loud and rowdy, but they're paying attention and they're respecting every single thing that you do in that match. But because like after a move, they're clapping. They're going, ooh, that was nice. We want to see some more. Oh, that was nice too. So it's such a different culture, but I really love it because it makes me really feel like I'm a wrestler.
Well, what's the worst crowd in America? You like Fat Philly, I would be like, these people are horrible.
You said Fat Philly?
Philly, I didn't say Fat Philly. I'm not casting any aspersions on the cholesterol levels of the people of Philadelphia.
One of the worst crowds. Sometimes New York can be a little rowdy because, you know, I'm from Boston.
Yeah.
They don't really like the Boston people. Philly can be a little too rowdy too. They really pick and choose. Maybe those two are my
What about
top
Chicago?
two.
Where does Chicago rank?
I love Chicago. I
Yeah.
think they'd rank as one of the top crowds.
These women are beating the ever-loving hell out of each other. Who's the person that's hit you the hardest?
Maybe Willow.
Yeah.
That pounce of hers is no joke. The first time I've ever wrestled her and she pounced me, I almost flew through the ropes.
Alex alluded to, they've been training.
Wow, did you see that?
Cartwheel off the
It's incredibly quick,
A
incredibly
top rope
fast.
cartwheel to avoid her opponent.
What's insane is that I believe while this match is taking place, they're both under 25 years old, but they both have like a decade of experience. at
Isn't
this
that
point.
insane?
Yeah.
Hasn't Riho been wrestling since she was 8?
That's crazy.
I think even, 8 years old, I think.
I don't know.
I could never.
Should we do the math on that
Let's
one?
not do the math. It's fine.
Never.
It's fine. Now, you have a lot of influence, I would say, over the company. You can get a lot of things
Whoa!
done.
Did you see that?
Oh, my wig would not
She
be
did.
on if she did that to me.
God.
I would be fighting her in the back. That was not okay.
Oh, I believe, if my eyes don't deceive
Buddy,
me,
let's
this
get
is
ready.
a submission, so we would have a submission question.
Wait, what is this?
This is when there's a submission, we do a little question.
Okay.
Which I haven't seen these. I'm just gonna pick them out. Does that work for you?
Get a good one.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Oh! What?
Grow as a person. Come on.
If I can change one thing about myself, what would it be? feel like maybe could I be nicer to people?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I feel like I'm nice to people. What? I almost feel like I'm perfect. I don't know. Make more money? Can I change that about myself? Can I level up and even make more money?
I mean, what's more, you know? I mean,
There's so much more, Renee.
Let's
There's
go back
this
to
amount.
being nicer to people.
Okay, maybe I can be a little bit nicer to people.
Okay.
40 is so
Sure.
nice.
Right.
But,
I'll give you that.
more
she brought you
happiness,
this
the
food.
better.
What do you want from a
It's
woman?
the show.
Jeez.
It's the show. You're on the show. You bring the food. It's well established.
And you're welcome.
Thanks. Thank you.
Rita.
Oh man, I'm nervous.
I thought she had her.
Oh my gosh!
Through the mat. Right through the
I'm
mat.
surprised that wasn't the finish.
Why don't you tell her where we first met?
Where we first
No,
met?
where her and I first
met.
met.
We first met back in 2012.
Yeah.
Me and this guy had the exact same tryouts. We were at the same tryouts.
Stop!
I know.
Yeah.
You could never tell by the
We were
hair, right?
babies.
Watching you, she's so much fun.
He was a baby. Were you a baby? I was a baby.
You were a baby. He
You
was
were
a grown man.
Grown
I was not a grown
Now
man. Or, now I'm a real,
Great
yeah,
grown man.
yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
And she was so much nicer back then.
Wow.
Oh, what?
That happened.
What happened?
That happened.
Money changes everything. That's what
Clearly.
That's what happens.
I want to go back to when you and I first met, which probably would have been about 2013.
Yeah, the next.
Not much long after you met RJ, but I spent a lot more time with you than
Yes.
RJ
Well,
did.
one person's tryout was successful, and the other person's tryout was not.
But you have done so much in the world of professional wrestling. You've done so much for women in professional wrestling. You think of Mercedes back in 2013 to this woman that you are now. What is the thing that you're most proud of?
I am so and just incredibly proud of myself. Seeing where I was as a little girl and being so shy, so nervous, so scared to even just live. And wrestling changed my life, and it gave me so many dreams to be larger than life. And to see where women's wrestling is today is just the proudest moment of my whole life, because I grew up watching when I was 10, being like, I don't even know if I can do this in the future, because they don't respect women's wrestling. They don't value women's wrestling like they value the men. You can dream it at night, you can, have dreams and believe it, but to actually go out there and chase it, to fight for it, to get doors thrown in your face and get the answer no so many times, but you keep on getting back up.
It's so amazing. I mean, you think of all, over the 10 plus years to where we're at now, to watching these women at the very first Double or Nothing and seeing them tear down the house when we might not have seen something like this in America.
Right. Never.
It's so amazing how much it's grown.
It's incredible.
Open your forbidden door. Who's next on your list?
Ooh. I mean, my dream match has always been Aja Kong.
Did you just want to get your head bashed in? Is that the fantasy?
I don't. I definitely don't, but I want to see what my strengths are. And she's been someone I've been watching since I was 13, so these are dreams I've been having since I was 13, so I want to try to make that a reality.
You've never wrestled Emi Sakura?
Yeah.
She's such a dream. I just adore her.
I met her backstage, and I told her I was a big fan of watching her growing up, and I love her company, Chuck Pro, and I watch that right now.
Sheeta looks like she hits real hard, too. I mean, she's
She's no joke.
No.
Emi trained Sheeta,
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yes. It's a little uncomfortable. Have you ever been in the ring with perhaps a mentor of yours?
Natalia, Mickey James.
Oh, yeah.
Miko Satomura, I got to train with her. Those are my mentors. But not really. I never really had a match with a mentor yet, like an actual match.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that.
It's uncomfortable. It's like beating up your own parents.
I bet.
How have you had to adapt your style in the last couple of years?
I only felt like I had to adapt a little bit after my injury, after I hurt my ankle and my heel. I didn't want to come back scared of the moves that I used to do back in the day. So I wanted to make sure that everything that I did from when I was 18 years old that I can still do when I was 32. So it's really just taking that time to remember that I can still do all this and not be afraid of the ring or the ropes or climbing the top rope. So it's more just being more aware of myself in the ring, and not being too crazy.
certainly there are more titles in your future. You've made no secret about wanting more gold.
Yeah.
Are the belts starting to get cumbersome?
They are. I mean, traveling with those titles, ooh, it's a lot of work.
How often do you get pulled aside by TSA?
Every
Damn.
single week. They just see that TBS logo through the security thing and they stop, they want to pull it out. Oh, this is so cool. Can I pull up my phone, take a little picture? And you go along champ, and I'm like, come on, I really got to make my flight. Don't be having me here for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This is an incredible move too. To do an outside suplex in, that's some
And the size difference between the two of them,
yeah.
too.
On the top rope.
Now, we did see Shida use the kendo stick earlier. You've been hit quite a few times with her stick.
No, I haven't.
You were not hit at all?
No.
You were not
RJ.
hit at all?
No.
We've seen Shida use the kendo stick. You have managed to avoid her kendo stick.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Are you happy about it?
Of course I am. Who wants to be hit with a stick?
It looks
Okay?
terrible.
And she does not just have any type of stick. It's like her magic stick. Like she travels with that everywhere she goes. She walks into the airport with it. She's in a taxi with it.
gotta
She
be
walks
wrapped
into the
through
arena
TSA.
with it.
Check it.
There's something very magical about that kendo stick, and I'm so thankful that I have been avoiding it thus far. All right, let's see what the teacher's gonna
Yeah,
do.
what's happening here?
Please, not the I hate taking Germans. That's one of the worst moves in professional wrestling.
It looks
It's
hellacious.
brutal. Oh! Just hit your partner.
That knee.
Is no joke.
Holy, I just don't know how one survives.
It's no
such a
joke.
knee.
We've seen here that Shida has won the match.
Yes, she has.
For the team, for everybody. And this was a real hot start for the crossover of Japanese
Certainly.
women's wrestling
Certainly.
in AEW.
Awesome.
Knee seals the
Great
deal.
match.
Wow, that was a delightful pairing.
It sure was.
But you know what might not be a delightful pairing? A little game we like to call
Tap out truth or wheel of condiments dare, baby.
No!
We like to up the stakes here a little bit more before we let you get on with your day.
Send you on your way with something
Yeah.
special.
Renee, I'm not a sauce girl.
Well, then you have the option. You can do the truth or the dare. RJ has the truth.
Yeah.
Do you want to spin the wheel just to see what your option would be?
I'm scared, sure,
in
because all
case.
these options are terrible. I only like mustard, and I hate ranch. Oh my God.
Gotta get a
nasty.
real spin. Don't work
I'm
this.
hating
Let's see what
ranch.
she's saucing for today.
Pickle ketchup.
That's fun.
just-
Pickle ketchup is
Yummy.
really good.
That sounds good.
It's very good.
I'm happy.
Confirmed it's good. Okay.
Or
But I'm eating it with this?
Yes. Okay, or you can answer
Let
a
me answer a
truth.
question.
who is the worst to be with in the women's locker room?
Well, I have my own locker room, so there's nobody.
Do the pickle ketchup. Come on.
Steak sauce? Ew, with what?
You put whatever you want. You put it on the eel, you can put it on the tomato, you put it on the
Okay,
egg.
where's the steak sauce at?
I'm thinking this. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh,
That's it.
yeah, it smells like a nice steak sauce. Love that. That's good, yeah.
You're gonna really become
Lather
so
that
much
baby
more of a
on.
nicer person after this.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go.
My
No.
sensitive
A cleanse
stomach.
of the
Don't be
palate,
sorry.
a cleanse of the soul.
Excellent.
It's gonna be delicious.
Right.
You got this, you got this. Okay.
Wait. Baby! That is a game changer.
Wow.
She's got her own locker room, so she's got no beef with anybody. She's
No.
got the steak sauce on her eel. Things are coming up,
I
Monet.
feel
sauce?
defeated here.
Really
I love
good.
this. I'm happy for her because you know what? A happy
happy for me
Mercedes
too.
means she's nicer to everybody else, you know? Okay, we saw the match. We had the food. You survived all of the things. We have our rating system. We got corgis for you. Out of 5 of your entire experience.
They're
what
not
do you
your
rate it?
corgis, they're rentals.
Yeah, but where are they? Come on out!
You'll be
We'll hit
provided
a
with-
graphic.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Yes.
We'll have a graphic.
Okay. So from the meal and the match, what do I
The
think?
match. Yeah.
Okay, so the meal, it's not straight from Japan, so I can't give it a 5 corgi, but I have to give it after that steak sauce. 2 corgis.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 corgis.
Okay.
The match, I mean, we're talking about the first ever double or nothing. That has to be 5 corgis. And can I rate you guys too?
Please.
Renee, you know you're my girl. We've been friends for a long time. 10 corgis for you.
And I know I'm also your girl.
You know, we've been knowing each other since 2012.
It was a
and
brief stint.
I'm working on being nicer, and I think the best gift I can give you is 1 corgi.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't want too many dogs. They're
Not
all
too
over the
many.
house. They go to the bathroom, and you know what I mean.
You look like a cat guy.
I have feline qualities. Yeah,
Yes, you sure
I
do.
really think I do.
Do you want to rate it?
I would love to rate it. I had the best time. I give it 4 corgis.
Wow, 4 corgis. That's a really high rating from you. I'm gonna go the eggs. I loved it. I wasn't anticipating to like a good shredded egg like that. That was great. Mercedes is here. She looks like $1 million as always. The women's Japanese wrestling, Double or Nothing is on the map. 5 corgis.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 5 corgis.
Beautiful. Well, I feel digested, and I want to say I've been moved by your kindness, and I feel like you are the steak sauce on our day.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've made it that much more palatable.
Interesting.
Isn't that a nice
And
thing to go
speaking
ahead?
of moves, you really want to move your system. You gotta put these little hands up
No.
and start the little dance. CEO.
No.
CEO. Come on, Audrey.
CEO, I'm doing it.
feel
I'm
it.
doing it.
Just your arms
I haven't
rolled
felt
up.
anything in years.
Girl.
We're all CEOs.
That's right.
CEO.